Chaos Culture Radio back again once again. It's been a long time since we dropped the episode. I got Matthew Leviticus back in the house. I want to apologize to because you want to know why? Because we got to use code names. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think you want people to really know who you really are, do you? Because then they're gonna be like, "Is that boy Free Truth?" Yeah. No, for real. So
they don't like killing those hold up. Those that get lost in the individual, that come to hear the individual, they usually get lost in that individual versus the actual message. And the message ain't perfect. It's for them to grasp hold of it, to process it, and to spit out the bones.
100%, I agree with my brother. So it's been quite a while since I've seen you. How's everything?
I'm all right. Just looking at life. I'm encouraged and discouraged at the same time. I'm encouraged at where my family is going and the arc that I see people who catch hold of moving forward is going. But the overall majority, they grabbing onto some bull.
When you say grabbing onto some bull, and what spectrum are you talking?
In what matter? The great CeeLo said everything in this universe started from a thought first. And their thought process is all messed up. And because it's messed up, you know what I'm saying, they repeat messed up stuff. So they confuse the universe. Every single human being on the planet has power to change their sphere of influence. I know y'all heard me say that they're gods as far as our sphere of influence is concerned. Let me change that word gods for those that are too religious to we are masters. You know, we are masters. And when we speak, everything within our sphere of influence starts to move to meet what we speak. And a lot of people are putting out falsities. You know, I come from nothing. I ain't never had nothing. And then you look at their life and look at the patterns of their life. Coach was there. Mama was there. Daddy weren't too close, but that's all right, though. This person was there. That person was there. And then you say you come from nothing. That's disrespecting the elders. That's disrespecting the ancestors that you came from that died for you. So you didn't come from nothing. What you came from was a difficult situation, understandable, but you're not the only one. So when you use that excuse, you actually degrade the divinity that's within you. Even if you reach the top and you say you come from nothing, you actually disrespect the ancestors and you sully and you darken and you smear and you dirty up the hard work that got you to that point and the hard work that you did.
That was some knowledge you just dropped there.
I'm just saying it because too many young cats are grabbing hold of it and saying, I come from nothing. So when they get something, rather than properly using it to bless themselves and then to push at least something, kick a little something back to the culture.
Yeah.
They just say me. You know, I got a flashy watch. I got a flashy ring. I got all this and I got all that. I'm stunting. But, you know what I'm saying? Where are you actually going?
No,
you know
100%. You know, the funny thing you say that, remember I think the other episode we did, we was talking about.
Yeah.
Now, I met with your boy last night.
Who?
J Law. You know he's in town.
Yeah.
And he was talking the same thing you were saying, and how far as social media has got a lot of these kids delusional about stuff.
I won't say that.
But he sees it from the perspective that social media has got a lot of people delusional, a lot of people to get back to.
Well, I won't say that. Just you can, if somebody is delusional, that means they don't see reality properly, period. They're seeing things. So it's not social media. Like I said before, social media is a tool. We keep blaming social media. If you disconnect from your divinity, it doesn't matter what it is. It's going to be out of proper. It's going to be abuse, self-abuse. You know what I'm saying? You walking around here, you God, and you begging attention. Makes sense.
But I think everybody wants some sort of validation.
That's the problem.
You know what I mean?
That's the problem.
I think the younger generation lives on validation.
I won't say that. I'm not gonna blanket. I'm not gonna blanket everybody on anything.
I'm not saying the older, but I'm just saying it's more prevalent with a lot of young kids. You can't even talk to certain young dudes now.
Nah, that's not true. It's always been. It's not social media. I mean, you don't remember your mom getting robbed coming down from the library?
Yeah.
So you telling me social media was then?
I think poverty influenced them dudes.
No, it wasn't poverty. They were going to get they.
And I pray that.
So what I'm saying is they were delusional.
I pray
they were disconnected. I don't need to find them.
I wish I can find them.
I mean, what's that going to do?
Satisfy a lot of
satisfy your flesh?
As unsettling thoughts I've had.
Unsettling thoughts in what? How you know they even alive? They were walking dead. Rather than seeing, you know what I'm saying, them restored back to life. Look, it's done. It's occurred. Now I would like to see them pay for it and be restored. There's a difference.
I don't feel like they should be restored.
Okay, that's fine.
That's just my thoughts.
Okay, walk away from your garden.
That just shows that I have true humanity. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get back on that. I just want to.
No, we need to stay right here because you want to talk about people delusional, and you're thinking that people thinking they're gonna make millions on social media is delusional. I think that's clear thought.
I never said that.
No, hold on. Let me finish. I think that's clear thought.
Uh-huh.
Now, what I think is the delusion is that they feel they need validation from anyone else other than the need to meet up to the expectation of the ancestors when the ancestors and the forefathers are in the right frame of mind. Okay, so
I've heard you mention ancestors and forefathers many times.
When I say forefathers, I also mean the old earth too. You know, the mothers.
The mothers. In fact, okay, so
more so the mothers, because everything grows from the earth. You know.
So do we need to tap back into that energy?
Tap back that energy.
I'm talking about you talking about forefathers.
Look, I think we need to honor those who came before, and that's what we need to honor and not take for the sacrifice, the choices, the hard choices that some of our ancestors, so that that shows a lot about you if you do it or not. If you all about yourself, actually cut off the so now that flow is no longer one for the body.
I think that kind of like went over my head.
Okay, we are all disconnect. Ignore the connect. Allow all of the flow through you, the blood vessel.
Yeah.
Right? When you're no longer a vessel, flow through you where they flow and stop at you. Clock them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And eventually section you off. And you eventually, I'm gonna say spiritually die, even though naturally you can go higher.
So do you think our beloved that we just lost to a higher? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and that's him, right? And he always talked ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I've never heard he came. Yes, his dad. They weren't making the kind of money.
Yeah, but they was
okay, but
because he lived in Italy for some time.
Yes, that's cool. But what I'm saying, dude did not sit on that. You come from something. Some people come from a lot more. I understand, but you come from build up and stop saying you come from nothing. It's like dudes are thinking like they were born and they was left out on the street, in front of the street. They fed themselves from day one. That's the only way you can say you come from nothing.
Yeah, basically.
Let's say you had a mother that didn't understand truly the fullness of what it is to be a mother.
Yeah.
But yet food was in your mouth. Yet, at least from time to time, you had shelter over your head. I don't care if a lot of the time you was homeless. Somebody still sacrificed for you. So don't say you can. Respect what they did and understand that they came up short. Now you go a little further. The goal is not to do what they did, but to go further.
Yeah.
To reconnect them. You know what I'm saying? We're one long line going. I mean, you gotta think of oneness when whatever. Otherwise, you will do things that basically alienate your people, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't care what y'all. I came from nothing." That attitude that I made myself. When people start going off like that, I don't wish bad on them.
Okay,
but I let them do what they do.
But let me ask you a question. You know what I mean? On that point, so. Won't you ask yourself to answer that question for me? What I came from? Yeah.
I came from a lot. And it's hard for people to understand.
You have to elaborate that.
It's hard for people to understand now that my eyes are open. This lady she sacrificed a lot. Growing up, I had a maid. I was from another country. I had a maid. I came here to where she was the maid. She sacrificed for me. And for me to say I came from nothing and this great woman did all that she did, that's disrespectful to this elder.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful to my mom. So I got to recognize where I come from, recognize her hustle, her mistakes, and learn from it. And then strive to make her proud. Maybe I didn't go the route that she wants, but make her proud to see me stand a man in the earth and expressing my divinity, expressing my godness, making things happen, changing things around for the better. That's what I'm talking about. Because there was a time, you remember, that there was no house.
Yeah, I do remember that.
When that house, when that apartment burned down, There was no house.
Yeah.
So I could easily say, like some of these dudes, I came from nothing.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody give me nothing. That's a lie.
But we did went from one place right into another shelter.
That's a lie for me to say,
Yeah.
I came from nothing.
Yeah.
I came from this woman. And I can't forget all the struggles we went through. When we went through nothing. When seeing her made sure that we eat while she pretended like she ate, but she didn't eat.
Yeah.
I ain't come from nothing. I came from a whole lot. I was born rich. Now I didn't have a lot of what a lot of people have.
Yeah.
But after this man, Kobe died, man, I see I have love, and I don't need it overwhelming to have someone that cares about me. At least once in a while, I think about it.
Yeah.
I come from a lot. And if we don't get that mindset, then we just going to be about getting us. We will never reconnect and we can't grow. We can't properly take our place on the stage of the world.
Do you think the whole Mamba mentality, what Kobe was preaching, is the same, right?
You talking about Mamba?
Yeah, Mamba mentality. You know how you say the Mamba mentality? The
Mamba
work
mentality is the work ethic. The world goes on. You gotta smile through. That was that man tapping and growing. Now, was he perfect? No. That's why I say don't get lost into the man.
Yeah.
Grab hold of the message and take what's good from it.
Yeah.
And whatever don't fit, sit it out. Because I don't know everything. I'm not on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know what's specific for your life. You have to take things, internalize, process, and then really weigh them. Weigh them with the God that dwells on the inside of you, and then from there move.
Yeah.
So I agree with Mama mentality.
Aspect of it, but you still have to ideology. No, I agree with you on that.
And that mentality.
Yeah.
Just like your boy.
You talking about the rapper Nipsey?
Nipsey. Yeah. Mr. Hustle, man. Like, but I'm not patterning my life after him.
Somebody else.
You know what I'm saying?
There's different nuances.
Respect the elder. He don't move at us.
Yeah.
Respect the elder. But there's some, you know what I'm saying? And there's no disrespect to him. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
And I don't think that everything I do will turn out a positive outcome for everyone.
No, 100%. I think people.
But my goal is to turn out a positive outcome first for my people, but for everyone as well.
I think I always had this opinion about you could take the good out of it. You say let me elaborate. Let me explain that. When I say you can, not 100% follow what somebody say, but you can take the good out of it.
I feel you.
In that point.
I feel you.
Because even a bad situation, you can look at it and say you can learn something from that.
Okay, that I agree with.
You know what I mean?
But some situations is all bad.
No, 100%.
You just making the
100%.
best of all bad, so it's just not that bad.
Yeah, even to the point, like, I want to take Nipsey for an example. So he did have this one point of ideology where he say support the hood and doing all this, but he also still was on gang.
I didn't live with dudes, so I don't know.
No, I'm just saying.
Let me finish. Let me elaborate. I didn't live with dudes, so I don't know. But some of the things he said, they were counterproductive in my opinion. Now, does my opinion count? Nope.
No, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But did that mean did that negate everything else he was saying?
No,
nope.
no, and that's what I'm saying.
Nope.
Like,
so
I took the.
I hear what's divine coming from him, and there's a lot of things surrounding it. Chewed up the meat, I spit out the bone.
It's like I said, I took the good from what he was doing, even to the point.
What he was doing ain't had nothing to do with me. Let me explain. What somebody is doing, right, shouldn't be as important as what they're transferring, the spirit, the energy that they transfer.
And I get what you said. Maybe I'm not elaborating it when I'm talking about the message he was.
The message, yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to be clear.
So I'm not concerned so much about what he was doing.
So I took the message and thank you for correcting me.
I celebrate what he did do.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I'm not overly concerned. And get lost into what he's doing because I got to do too.
No, definitely. But I think we could be inspired by certain things people do or what they say and take those points and not 100% of it because you can get, like you say, lost in the salsa.
Yeah, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get lost into any man. That's what happened to a lot of people in this country. They get lost into, and now, they see this dude as straight garbage, right?
Are you talking about the top boy?
I don't care. Krista Teigen said it perfectly.
We talking about the top boy of the country.
The punk boy?
Yeah.
Who will talk loud noise, but can't find nobody to his face?
Yeah.
You could do it on reality TV, but he couldn't fire.
Yeah.
He couldn't fire Comey to his face. He couldn't find Kelly to his face. He was doing them dudes on email.
Did you see? He just
man, that's what I'm talking about.
It was
so
crazy.
How could you go to the White House smiling and grinning when it's human beings' lives? This man is, you know what I'm saying? The Middle East plan. It's basically, they just told the Palestinians, bend over and take it and let me, and don't say nothing about it.
Security forces.
Nope.
Israel still controls all the religious light.
And Israel gets to determine they get to do all the law enforcement within another. You can't become a state like that if somebody else is running your police. If somebody else is running your defense.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying? And that doggone Kushner sitting there telling me something, if they want to change something. No, dude, actually the plan says they can't change anything. It's 80 pages, yo. And the majority of the pages say all this belongs to Israel. We will tolerate y'all. Yeah, it's the same junk they want to do with us. We'll tolerate y'all. Yeah. We'll make money off of y'all. We'll come in and take y'all space.
Yeah.
And look you in the face like you wrong when you fight back.
It's a sad situation, and I want people to understand something. We love Jews, and we also love Palestinians.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Hold on. I love human beings.
Period. Oh, period. Yeah,
so I don't have to section off Jews or Palestine. Now, whether it's what's happening in Palestine from the Jews, or whether it's what's happening in not Jordan. What's the other one?
Is it Libya?
No, not Libya. Oh my God.
Iran?
No. The little country one right next with all the one they still.
Yemen. Yeah.
Crazy.
They doing them dirty.
They doing beyond dirty, and we participating in that.
Yeah.
So the thing is, man, I love my people, but if I can overlook the pain of another,
you're right.
If you can overlook the pain of another, you cannot complain when somebody does the same to yours.
100%. It's funny you mentioned it.
Dude, man, I'm still going.
Yeah, that'd be
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in all these wars, but you can't be contributing to you can't even. Why are we so tight with Saudi Arabia? Out of the 19 people that attacked us, the majority of them came from them.
Yeah.
But no, you want to go after Iran. Now prove they had anything.
Yeah, that was a sticky situation that Trump just put us into. You know what I mean?
No, man. If you put a punk in power, behave like him. You say something to him, guess what? He gonna go again. Because now he got power. Take your head off.
And the funny thing is, and this for our listeners, for a lot of people who don't know this, and I know you might hear him speak passionately, but he, out of all people, does have a right to speak about it because you actually served your country.
Man,
you and your wife served your country and sacrificed a lot for it.
I won't say all.
No, but I'm just saying, just a point of the fact you did certain things.
We serve. I'm gonna just say we serve.
You did.
But it's not the only way to serve.
No, it's not the only way. But I'm just saying.
When I see an activist standing up, no matter what it's for, even if it's something I disagree with, but if they standing for the rights of others, the right for them to express, even if I disagree with the type of expression, you know what I'm saying, they serve.
No, 100%.
I don't want to get lost in this.
No, we're not gonna get lost. But
hold on.
I just wanted to clarify something because people might think that, hey, you talking like this, like who is you?
But who is me?
Yeah, you're right. But
who is me? I do not matter. And that's what I'm trying to say. In terms of that, I don't need validation.
No, and I know that, but I just want to make sure that you're speaking from a place that you actually
from experience. That I walk the walk. I can have I have the right to talk the talk.
That's all I'm saying.
But at the same time, what I'm saying is this: that other people have the right to talk the talk, even though they have not walked the walk. If they have the proper knowledge, they have a right to be.
You're 100% right. I'm never saying that. The only thing is, there are
I don't, because I experienced something, it doesn't outweigh what they're saying.
I do think,
because when you're,
this is my opinion,
when you're serving, right, your perspective is skewed. Your perspective.
Oh yeah, because you're working for the system.
Don't say system.
Oh, no, I know that, but I'm
tired of black people saying system. That's another point I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
The system. Who is the system? Nigga, you a part of the system too.
Oh yeah. I work for the system as well.
No, I'm not talking about just working for the system. You a part of the system. You sit back and let the next man do what they want to do, and you don't stand up.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because if you stand up, look, man, plenty of people died for the right to assemble, to gather, to speak our truth, right? And one way to speak your truth is to vote. And the thing is, a whole bunch of us don't vote. Now, a whole bunch of us are have the ability to get that vote back. Yeah. And I hope my brothers that's made a mistake, that's paid their dues, because I do believe in paying your due if you violated the
but I don't know.
The whole.
Did you hear what DeSantis just did?
What he's trying to do. It's not done. He's
trying to retract it.
He's only saying that you need to pay back everything that's owed as far from your redemption back before you get the right to serve, before you get the right to vote.
As far as the monetary experience, like probation or something like that?
You can't do it if you're in probation.
But I'm talking when he said you got to pay back.
You haven't finished.
So basically, after you finish your term, you still got to pay all your money.
The thing is, it's like court fee. Often it's not a lot of money, but once you have that convict on your record, it's hard to get a gig. And it's hard to pay this stuff back.
I can validate.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you got to pay stuff back. Now, some of us didn't accrue a lot. But some people accrued a lot of debt trying to fight, a system that could be very crooked, especially to us and our brown brothers and sisters. So, when you deal, and some of our white brothers as well, look, man, I'm starting to grow. Afrocentric, I'm humanist, but I want to.
I like that.
But not for my people only.
Yeah, no.
And if I'm addressing for my people, it cannot hurt no one else.
And that doesn't mean that
there has to be another way. I don't have to hurt you to take care of mine.
But the way you put it, you put it so politely, and it also says that you're not trying to practice exclusion.
I'm not about exclusion, but I will. The cells that are in the arm belong in the arm. Yeah. Belong with the arm.
Yeah,
now, there are certain places where there's conversions and certain joints where there's conversion. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not a blood cell. You know what I'm saying? I don't flow throughout the whole. Some people, that's what they are. And there's nothing wrong with it. We need them.
No, 100%. 100%.
So, what I'm saying, a lot of people believe my people first. Anybody that does that don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Right? They just want the power that they people will give them because he will give them something.
No, 100%.
But eventually, it's going to come down to just me. Because if you can look at your sister, your brother, no matter what they look like, hurt, and it don't bother you, then your system is flawed. You know what I'm saying? It's demented. It's demonic. And to me, anything demonic is anything that comes against the proper order.
You want to know something? I want to end it off like that. That was perfectly said. You have anything else to tell the people before we sign off?
In light of the loss of the mother and the father with their daughter, was along with the young King Kobe, and his daughter, and
her teammate.
The rest of that I'm talking about the teammate.
Yeah. I think it was two other little girls.
The mother and the father was there. Now they got other kids.
There was
Those kids don't have a mother or a father. Right? And then there was another mother
with a daughter.
On there with her daughter.
Yeah.
And there was a daughter on there. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, going through life without either one of them is extremely hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
And the family of the pilot, I don't care if he made it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping my people.
It's funny you say that because I'm hearing people saying they should sue the pilot of state. It was a bunch of crazy stuff there.
Look, man, a lot of people take as if it's there. That's that meme. You say something about Kobe.
Yeah.
You say something about the pilot. I'm with you. Yeah. But if you say, hey,
it did. You know what? It was kind of strange for me too. When they first started talking about it, they wasn't new people.
No. They thought it was.
They thought it was 5.
They didn't know.
They didn't know
But they mentioned them. But the thing is, they did not want to reveal them
the names of
without talking to the family
first. Okay.
When you a celebrity like that, everybody knows you.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's different. You're in the public eye. But other people, that's one thing that I do like about anonymity. You have a certain freedom that people with fame don't.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? That's why you got all these internet gangsters.
Yeah. Where they can run around here.
You can talk slick out the mouth. Nobody know.
Yeah.
But somebody gonna find out and be at your door and you know what I'm here for.
Basically, yeah. We'll find out your IP address. And
I don't need to do that.
No, but it's fun.
Okay, I want to go back to talking about this problem. I want to go. Somebody they disconnect the heart of God, the mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now they not walking it, right? They've ditched their divinity, even though it's still there. They've walked from divine.
Yeah.
So who's hurting more, you or them?
Them.
So that's why I believe. But forgiveness does not remove the concept of action. Don't get it thinking like, I'm like both them little brothers and be like, oh, you got to go through the process of redemption. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. You made a choice that cost a. You know what I'm saying? You have renewed. You have to stand. You have to be separated. You have to be. You know what I'm saying? So I am not focused on punishment. I do believe it's very in the death penalty. But if that's the, you know what I'm saying? Because it eat up way more money than anybody paying.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in permanent. I believe in actual rehabilitation. Also, some people may disagree. Believe in pain. I
don't disagree with that.
I have some really messed up thoughts. That's why people shouldn't take everything. You cost a family everything.
Yeah. I'm
putting you to work while you locked up. I don't pay that back.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I do believe in restitution.
Yeah,
I do believe that. Yeah. I'm thinking for a person who's been in the penal system, for a person who's been involved in that situation, mm-hmm. I do believe if you do cause some type of anybody hardship or time loss, you got to pay it. Because a lot of people is not going to be able to get that back anyway.
No, they can get it back. But you have to pay what you owe.
Oh, yeah. But
you spilled that milk, you got to clean it up, and then you got to refill the glass.
I'm talking about, yeah, you're right. I'm talking about the time or the heartache or the memory that you.
That's why you away from it.
Yeah.
You paid that time. Mm-hmm. Now you got to pay back.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know what I mean? So, hey, people, all this is to say, man, you just got to just try to live righteous. You know what I mean?
You can say it like that, but different people.
Yeah. And when I mean that it's different definitions.
No, it's just plain and simple, man. Yeah. Let's try to live by this golden rule, man. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
That's it.
Point blank, period. That's it. At the end of the day, did you treat that man
the way you
want to be treated if you were wrong? And
follow your passion.
Remember, you showed me the video of the dude that says, you might be passionate about this, but that might not be fun.
But I'm just saying, follow what you're obsessed about.
I won't even say that because he wasn't obsessed about that either. He said the point was strive to not only be, but first find what your purpose or what you fit in.
Yeah.
Because you might have a passion for something and have a talent in something, and it's something that's for you to enjoy. It's a way to de-stress. It's a way to
that's not for everybody.
To deload, but it doesn't mean that it's meant for you to share with everybody. Mm. But you might be better at driving a bus. And a lot of people laugh at that. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that, but I agree with you.
It's dudes that drove buses that saved lives.
Yeah.
It's dudes that drove buses that made a difference in one person's life who now is in a high position. You have to be willing to be the stepping stone for others. And I'm not talking about being a doormat. I'm talking about being a stepping stone. We stand on the backs of the elders and what they went through.
Yeah.
I'm willing to be added to the number of elders because I'm standing on top of someone else's shoulders, and I'm gonna give you a hand to respectfully stand on whatever I've built.
And it's crazy. I'm gonna just put this last point. This is what your boy said last night. He said nobody should feel ashamed of what they do. And when he said that, it resonated because I'm always a person who always be down and shit.
I should be here by now. Yeah, I should be doing this basically, by now.
And I'm gonna keep it 100.
You didn't make it. You didn't make it then, but you still breathing.
Yeah.
What you doing now?
I'm still living. I'm still eating. I'm still able to do certain things. I know a lot of people. You know what I mean? But then when he said that to me, it did resonate. He said, "Hey, a lot of people shouldn't look down at what you're doing. You just what you do with your money and just how you live your life."
Well, I agree with that, but I'm gonna add to that. You shouldn't get lost in what you have done, right? If you're not where you want to be, right? Formulate a plan to get there.
He also said that.
That's it. I think that's the focus. Formulate a plan to get there, but you have to use the golden rule to get there. That's it.
What is that golden rule?
Just talked about it.
Put the work in.
Work ethic is nothing if you
people the way you want to.
And not only just the good people, you agree.
Yeah, even the ones that are negative. We're going to end it like that, people. We just gave you 40 minutes of funk.
Peace.
Chaos Culture Radio out.